When Nigeria no even happen to anybody where they see himself as my enemy. Because anybody where Nigeria happen to, if you're a human being, it go shake you. And that is exactly what the life of an average person living in Nigeria is exposed to. It doesn't matter whether you are rich or poor. It doesn't matter anymore. You know what people say? They said that the only place that is safe in Nigeria right now is nowhere. Do you know that? The only place that is safe in Nigeria is nowhere. A young lady, you know, you can say a promising young woman who happened to be or become a victim of a one-chance syndicate robbers. So the one-chance taxi or robbers are those. They are a team of robbers that will kind of pretend to be taxi drivers or, you know, kind of transportation, so to say. While the rest of the gang, one of them will act as driver, and the rest of the gang will act as passengers to rob you and then throw you out of their car. Now, this young woman, greatness, Olorunfemi, she became a victim of these one-chance robbers last night. She was robbed and she was pushed down from a moving vehicle. She sustained a lot of injury, including a stab. They stabbed her. Well, as usual, Nigerians who are the good Samaritans, who witnessed it when she was thrown out of the car, they rushed to help her, right? And they even took her to the hospital. And they took her to the general hospital, government hospital. Baba, at the government hospital, they rejected her while she bled because they will need the police report before they can before they could attend to her. 2 hours later, she bled to death and she died. Around that time, I was like, she be in 2014, before 2015. Goodluck Egbere Jolantan signed what he called the National Health Scheme into law. That is, every Nigerian deserves a medical care at the point of at the point of request, whether they have money or they don't have money, they must be attended to. In 2000 and I think it was 2017, Saraki, National Assembly then, also passed another bill that became law that Bokwari signed. And that is, you don't need any police report anymore before you can get medical care, especially during emergency. The first thing is your life. The life of the victim must be saved. This is 2023. What happened to that law? Why is somebody asking for police reports before you can save the life of somebody that just been stabbed? Gravely, like, you know what I mean, fatally stabbed. So I was so disturbed and angry, especially when I got to know the lady involved. I mean, just like Mohbad, you see the death of this young lady is another promising, what do you call it? A promising soul cut short in their prime. It's sad. And it is what Nigeria is as well. So when you now see those who have managed to, after all the things that actually, all the challenges that actually faces Nigerians in Nigeria every day of our lives, no electricity, no medical care, doctors nurses are poorly paid or never paid. You know what I'm saying? Things that are actually making us agree that indeed we are the third world. And then you manage to leave that country. You become a resident in America, a resident, a citizen of UK, Britain. You are now a Canadian. Your children are now safe. You are safe. You don't have to worry about electricity anymore. You don't have to break your bank to access healthcare anymore. A lot of you have been saved. A lot of us are alive today simply because we had an opportunity of leaving Nigeria. A lot of us would have died with so many medical things that a lot of us are battling with right now, that if you were to be in Nigeria, you would be long dead, even if you had the money. So you know all this, and you know the difference. And because you want to defend the failed leadership in Nigeria, because you want to defend the APC, because you want to kind of sound like you are patriotic Nigerian. The Olori Bruku you, loving Nigeria from abroad, you will never want to live there anymore. You know that. And then you sit your hard ass down there, and you are saying, if not because of bad leadership, Nigerians have easy access to health care. They can see doctors faster than they can see doctors in the UK. And you Ashiris are also saying, some of you who are care worker in London, care worker all over UK. I'm not saying anything is wrong with care work. But as a care worker, you are a property owner. You are doing so well. Now you are sitting down there and you are telling the Ajiyajes of Nigeria that it is so hard to see doctors in the UK. It is not easy to see. Do you know how much it costs to get kiniko in America? Do you know what it takes to see kiniko in Canada? And you are saying all of this nonsense to the humbled slaves in Nigeria. And those are shearers too. They are telling you, thank you, Jare, my sister. God bless you, my sister. We don't know why they are trying to spread the name of Nigeria. We know that a lot of them, they will spend 14 hours for ambulance. Sometimes they will wait for 3 hours. They will wait for 24 hours to see doctor. They will wait for 6 months for appointment. We are talking about our shearers that are drinking agbo under bridge. They are talking about those who have access to doctor and those who don't have access to doctor. You are joining them to say, thank you, Jare, my sister. God will bless you. At least you are a good Nigerian. See, you are saying the truth. Somebody got stabbed. They didn't bleed out by the roadside. They were not calling ambulance to come and pick her. They took her to the government hospital, A&E. And the government said, the doctors and those there said, we cannot touch her. We can't. We need police reports. Would that ever happen in your own America? Can that ever happen in your own Canada? In your own UK here? That you took somebody to the A&E and they are saying, sorry, we are too busy. Go and bring police reports. Okay, please, we need police reports. Please don't disturb us. Then you shut the door. They shut the door of the hospital. They shut the door. Yes. Don't disturb us. While the lady bled out. Here, according to them, this is what their law says. Compulsory treatment and care of victims of a gunshot bill. The worst is somebody to get shot, somebody got stabbed. Every hospital in Nigeria, whether public or private, shall accept or receive for immediate and adequate treatment with or without police clearance any persons with a gunshot wound. That's gunshot too. Now their law, or she dead person if you quote this law now. They say security agent will provide assistance. Every person, including security agents, shall render every possible assistance to any person with gunshot wounds and ensure that the person is taken to the nearest hospital for treatment. Here is another part of their own law. No cruel and inhuman treatment of victims. No person with a bullet wound shall be subject to inhuman and degrading treatment or torture by any person in authority. This includes police and security agencies. Baba, they go tell you, say, she been at the law, talk am. You want me to go and touch it so that they will come and arrest me. They will come and shake you are on your own. That moment, you begin to see Nigeria happening to you. And it may be too late. It may be too late. Just for this lady. Greatness, it became too late. I have managed to cover this video, which is a clip recorded by a CNN reporter right there in Nigeria. Now, it's sad, but it is the voice I want you to listen to. Please.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's your brother Wes Robinson reporting for CNN News WhatsApp. This lady was just pushed down from a vehicle between Metama Kuba Express, the road going towards Use Bega. She was pushed down by all this one chance. And this is what we've been talking about. Please, let's be careful. She was pushed down from one chance vehicle. You can hear me. I'm reporting live on CNN News headquarters here in Abuja, Nigeria. Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your brother reporting for CNN News Network. We are just in Metama General Hospital. Unfortunately, we called one of the nurses we just met here. She said they cannot attend to her. They have their reason. This is what we've been talking about for the past few weeks, how our hospitals are dying on daily basis. Instead of them to quickly rush this woman and save her life, they are saying there are procedure and process, and they just lock their gates against us. This is what is happening here now in Use General Hospital. Metama General Hospital. Good evening, ladies.
They lock their gates. They lock the door. Stop disturbing us. You are making video. Yeah, go and shut that door. She died. 2 hours later, she bled to death. And you want to know the lady? Just before this, greatness.
There are adjustments we have made in the workplace to make our organization more inclusive and also help other organizations more inclusive. So because I'm an HR consultant, I am privileged to work with different organizations across different sectors. And so when I'm drafting policy, I've even drafted policy to as much as a company in Canada. And so I ensured that their policy, their procedures, their organization was inclusive. So while you're recruiting, the question has to be there to say, okay, would you require an aide during your interview process, right, to actually ensure that our recruitment process is inclusive. So it's changed that for me, even though I had compassion for these people, but working with Site Savers and CIPM made me to now go beyond just knowing it as ed knowledge to practicalizing it and also helping my clients to do the same.
Rest in peace to the great soul. She's greatness, 80, Olorunfemi. Yeah. So you can see where this is coming from. It could happen to anybody. It could be me, it could be you, it could be anyone, it could be you, it could be anybody. And that is the danger we are talking about. The one that could claim anybody's life just anytime. Eh? That's the brilliant mind, the brilliant soul that is now cut short. She didn't die in the hand of the attackers. She got to the door of the General Hospital in the Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria, and she was rejected. So when any Olori Buruku sits abroad telling you that don't listen to people, pray for Nigeria, meanwhile, they have access to the things that can at least keep them alive, safe, secure, far away from the hellhole, and they are telling you, don't listen to people who are criticizing, may Asiwaju succeed, may Boko Haram succeed. Ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú akóbániyà kó ṣìbérò dàbí mo ṣe dà. Those assailants, they will never be caught. And that is the sad part. The saddest part. Somebody went to we are British embassy, we are American embassy, we are Canadian embassy.